wait till it's too late. Call McIntyre Elder Law.
Hi, this is Greg McIntyre with McIntyre Elder Law, helping seniors protect their assets and legacies. And this is the Elder Law Report. I do an Elder Law Report every Friday, Elder Law Report, every Friday morning at 10 a.m. on Facebook. It goes up on YouTube. It gets sent out to our e-newsletter system. So if you want great content like this, and like we put out regarding many senior issues, legal senior issues affecting seniors, then sign up. Go to mcelderlaw.com and sign up for our e-newsletter. Andrea, thank you for filming today. I've got Hunter with me today too. Thank you for being here, Hunter. And I have a coffee cup today. And we ordered coffee cups. Sometimes things don't go as planned. I'm not going to say that we messed this up, okay? But you learn as you go, just like life, right? So if I'm left-handed, it's going to show my logo and information. If I'm right-handed, it's going to show me the logo and information, which is fine too. We're going to give these out to some special clients and some networking partners that we have. And I'm going to tell you right now what I'd like to do. I'd like to get a TV show. We're going to offer our services as an authority on elder law and estate planning to different television stations in the area and in the Charlotte area. And we're going to see how that goes. I would love to even have a show, a weekly show. We used to do a radio show, and I miss doing the radio show. In fact, I emailed Andrea this week just thinking about the radio show again. And then we took it just to social media. We love doing it on social media. But also, and I'm one that, hey, if you speak it, if you talk about it, it's going to become the truth. It's going to come true. I'm kind of a hokey, throw it out in the universe kind of guy. I believe it works that way. I really do. And yeah, we're looking to become an authority on television for this. And I'd love to do a talk show to interview others on senior issues. We did that for a long time, and it became much like a public service show or public service announcement, and where we interviewed people from the YMCA that did senior programs, or from a senior living facility, or about senior nutrition, or about senior proofing a home, aging in place, all kind of things. I just had a ton of fun doing the radio show, and we'll let you know. I'll keep you updated on the progress of that. And I think we're going to order new mugs too that has the logo on one side big and a bigger logo. You live and learn. I did a show last week on our story. Okay, Stephanie, my wife, and I think a couple of our kids were here running around because one of them was out of school and the other one isn't in school yet. Is only 4, and I really love that piece. I think of just documenting the journey, which is what we're doing too, about our life, about our company, about our firm, is a great thing to do. And I can't wait for my kids to look back and see that, and see how hard Steph and I have worked to get to where we are right now, and look back 10 years from now and see where we've come from where we are right now. Hopefully a good thing. If I can string enough hard working days together, I think we'll get there. But I appreciate Steph coming in and doing that. And it's trial and error. I mean, life is trial and error. You try to do the right thing. You try to live morally. You try to take care of your family. And then many times when we, either because of an accident or when we come toward the end of our lives, we live much longer now, we run into problems with money or property, not having planned properly ahead of time, okay? So planning properly ahead of time, we help with that, okay? One of the reasons I think that we do a great job for people is because we really, really understand that it takes time to build a legacy, and we are very adamant about helping you protect it, okay? Plus, if there's any mistakes out there to be made in planning or anything else, I've probably already made them, so I'm an authority on it, okay? And so what we do is we look at those situations and we say, hey, oddly enough, you do have a will. This is a situation I see all the time. You have a will. However, you don't have in place your foundational documents, your general durable power of attorney, healthcare power of attorney. I talk about how important that general durable power of attorney is all the time. Appointing someone to take care of your hard-earned money and property when you're unable to When am I going to have a tragic car wreck? When am I going to have a stroke? Okay, I drink so much coffee, probably today. But you know, you just don't know when those things are going to happen. And as we age, the likelihood of those things happening goes up. Those tragic healthcare situations, or early onset dementia, Alzheimer's. Don't wait until it's too late to get those documents in place. Get that power of attorney in place so that someone else can protect your assets if you haven't already, okay? And so that they can help pay the bills and make the right decisions for your health care and for your money and for your property. I would hate to see a wife handcuffed, not able to access account, retirement, things that are needed to run the family because the husband didn't have that in place and he became incompetent or incapacitated. That's also a situation I see all the time. Now, that doesn't mean that having a will in place isn't important. It is. So those are the 4 documents I recommend up front. General durable power of attorney, healthcare power of attorney, living will, and will. There's no better time to think about those things, to think about planning, than Christmas time, when you're spending time with your family. There's no better time to talk to mom and dad than Christmas time, when you're spending time with family. Those are tough conversations to have about planning. It's tough to talk to your family about asset protection, but that question should be had. Hey, what's going to happen to the house? Do we have it protected by, say, a ladybird deed? That if, heaven forbid, mom, dad, one of you goes into nursing home or assisted living care, or husband and wife, something happens, there's no way that a Medicaid lien that comes in and pays for long-term care, if that's the situation, can ever affect that house. Okay? It would automatically preserve that house, keep it under control of mom and dad, and then pass it to the kids, for example, once mom and dad pass away. That's a very strong package to put together for estate planning. The foundational package and a ladybird deed to protect, and the policy is the home and any surrounding property up to a value of $572,000 this year. Okay? Now, something that we haven't been talking a lot about, but we're going to start talking more about. In fact, one of the upcoming shows is going to be, maybe next week, we should do that next week, Andrea, is on, but it's going to be Christmas time, and I know I'm going to want to do something Christmassy too, so we'll see. One of the things coming up, one of the things we're emphasizing going to the end of this year, coming into 2019, is veterans disability benefits. We now do veterans disability benefits. I'm a veteran of the U.S. Navy. I'm a certified attorney through the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, and I was not scared to sign on the dotted line, to put my life on the line, to go fight for my country and defend our country in whatever respect. Many veterans out there have done that. I will also fight for my fellow veterans, and I'll fight for you. So disability benefits, you don't have to go it alone for veterans, okay? We have a veterans processor in-house for benefits that will help process our veterans disability applications and appeals. We also do veterans aid and attendance pension benefits. We've done that for years. We've done that for years, okay? And we want to make sure that you know that it's a little known benefit that can add up to $34,000 max plus per year to either a veteran or a spouse of a deceased veteran. Those veterans aid and attendance pension benefits are available there at different rates depending on if you're the veteran, a married veteran, 2 married veterans, spouse of a deceased veteran. There's different recovery rates, but that's specifically in place also separate from disability to help if you need care at home, assisted living, or nursing home care. So I am so thrilled that Stephanie and I go back last week and watch our story, that we built this practice the way it is, and that we do things differently, and we focus on seniors and veterans. I am blessed to be able to do this practice, and as a part 2 continuation of our story, I think, I haven't even watched the footage yet, but I know 2 of my knucklehead kids, Alex and Kate, were here last week when we filmed our story, and I think we're going to work some of that footage in next to talk about our story and our kids. I mean, each one of our kids could tell you a different story about growing up in our firm. They could tell you a different story about mom and dad. And I'm very blessed to have a family and kids and a firm and work with people who I care about and care about me. And so stay tuned. The kids are pretty cool. So thank you very much. I'm Greg McIntyre, McIntyre Elder Law. If I was left-handed, which I do have one kid who's left-handed, okay, then I would hold my mug like this and you would be able to see it. But the next mugs we get, so everybody out there needs to drink out of this mug left-handed, or we're gonna get, hey Andrea, what if we could saw off this and just glue it to this side? We'll figure this out, okay? Stay tuned next time where we're gonna really start hitting hard veterans disability benefits. And you're gonna get to meet our VA processor, Jessica, what? I know her name. Jessica Bush, because she's awesome, all right? Thanks so much. Not kin to George H.W. Bush or Herbert Walker or George, it's George H. and it's George Herbert Walker. Is she kin to the Bush family? I think she is, okay? So tune in next week for Jessica Bush, a member of the Bush family.
Please don't wait till it's too late. Call McIntyre Elder Law.